crafty friends, this is Geneva from Crafty Witch Creations, and I am here with another journal share. This is my April design team project for Release the Craftin using her dark fantasy kit. Now, my inspiration for this journal was the book from Practical Magic that had the front and the back sections. So as you can see, there are two journaling sections. Basically it's kind of like two journals in one. It has two spines, but they share one cover. I believe the official name for these types of bindings are do-si-dos. But yeah, it was Practical Magic was my inspiration, and so I covered it with this beautiful black brocade. It is a chipboard cover, so it is hard and very sturdy. I covered the spines with it's like a crushed velvet fabric, and I covered both spines with that fabric. And then I added these burgundy rosettes along the edges of the spines for a little bit of detail. I did not add anything on the front because I thought everything I tried I felt detracted from the beauty of the cover, because I feel like it is pretty solid as it is. So the closure is detachable, and it is a braided closure. All right, these are gonna go sit over here. You too. It is a braided closure. It has a burgundy satin, a black crinkle, and then I don't know if it will pick up on video, but there is a black lace. Unfortunately, it doesn't give a lot of leeway for the new owner to extend and add a lot. When I cut the ribbons, there was plenty of room. However, once it was braided together, there wasn't much room left over, because anyone who braids knows that it's really long when you start, but it shrinks as you're braiding, and I forgot that. But let's go ahead and get into it. So here is the front inside cover. This is from a scrapbook paper pad, and it's just got this beautiful like starry night sky with this little tree leaf. Again, this was so pretty. I don't know, I just liked it, and I couldn't add anything to it. Here's the first page of the kit, or the first page of the journal, which is also a page from the kit. And as you can see along the edge, I do have these tabs. They are the same fabric as the closure, the black crinkle and the burgundy satin, and they are hand stitched together and then glued to the page. So here's the front cover, or the first page of the first signature. That is an image from the kit. Here is a fussy cut image from the kit. And you'll see a lot of fussy cut images throughout this journal, because the original set that I printed ended up with a lot of streaks because my printer needed to be realigned and cleaned. So I fussy cut the images out and then used the leftover backgrounds to make these really awesome labels, because the images were fine. It was the backgrounds that had the stripes. And so this is a side tuck pocket. I do not have any of the ephemera in here right now because this journal has already been sold. I had an individual message me on Instagram when I posted one of my, here's a little bit of hand stitching, one of my sneak peeks of this journal, and she liked the sneak peek so much she asked if she could go ahead and purchase it before I placed it on Etsy, and I agreed. So it has already been purchased, and I want her to have some surprise in case she watches this video, so I took all the ephemera out, and I'm going to leave that as part of her surprise. When she receives a journal, she doesn't know what ephemera pieces are in it, so that in case she watches this, the journal itself will be spoiled, but the ephemera won't. So all the ephemera is off to the side. This is an image from the kit. It's one of my favorites. I love this little piece right here, and I love the lace background. Here is a journal card from the kit. That is a top-loading pocket, some primary writing paper, a fussy cut image from the kit with a the definition of botany. This is my own tea stain paper. This is a Mrs. Cogs image. That is a side-loading pocket. Some stenciling. This is my paper, but this is not coffee or tea stain. This is actually stained using RIT fabric dye. A cluster that I made using a cutout from the kit, and that says dreams. Some stenciling, and that's the end of the first signature and the beginning of the second. This is another one of the fabric dyed papers. So I'm going to go fairly quickly because the layout as far as the papers is pretty much the same. There's a little envelope. She can either choose to leave it open and journal, or she can glue it together and have it as an actual envelope. This is from the kit. But the layout as far as the pages in each signature are pretty much the same. I'm just going to go through and show you the different tuck spots. This is a Priscilla image and things like that. Here is a top loading pocket. Sorry for the shadows, guys. It is really late here and I have all the lights on in order for you to see everything. And this has a little bit of gold foil. Another image from the kit that is one of my favorites. Fussy cut image from the kit, and there's a couple stickers that you'll see in here. I got them all from the Antiquarian sticker book. So a little bit of that burgundy. I'm not sure if y'all can see this with the lighting, but it's a burgundy rosette with a couple of black rosettes hand stitched on top. And wherever I did hand stitching, I let it stay visible. These are images from the kit, which I have glued as two little side loading mini pockets. That is the end of the second signature, beginning of the third. This is a top loading pocket up here. So there's a top loading pocket. I accidentally punched all the way through, so it's a little hard to tell. But there is a pocket here and a tuck spot here. Priscilla image, a Priscilla pocket that is a top loading pocket, and this is not supposed to be open. That must have peeled off at some point. I'll just have to use a different glue. Here is a image from the kit, and what I did is I altered this CD sleeve with an image of the kit inside, and you take this paper clip off and you open it up, and then there is a little journaling space. And the envelope sleeve is open this way for something to go in. Here's a little library pocket. Here is a double side tuck with these beautiful purple. I'm gonna try something, guys. I'm gonna turn the light on my phone on. There you go. See the beautiful purple? I'm really late uploading this, so that's why I'm filming even though the lighting is really poor. So here's a book page pocket. There's a top loading tuck here and a top loading pocket there. Some more fabric edging. And then this part I really like. So I'm not sure if y'all can see, but that cardstock on the back is been watercolored and it's kind of glittery. That is actually my own. I did my own watercolor and used pieces of the watercolor as some some pockets and tucks, and there's a couple tags. And then I have this tarot card, and it is a top loading pocket. And that's the end of the first journaling section. This is the beginning of the second journaling section with this gorgeous owl image. And as we all know, owls are a thing here at Crafty Witch Creations. So with this section, the owner can do it one of two ways. She can either flip it all the way over and use it like a normal front to back, or like once she finishes this, she can keep it, just open it here and then start on this page and go front to back this way. So it's really up to her which side of this is the front, which is why I kind of have a similar image on the front and the back signature, just so that she can choose whether this is the front or this is the front. So I am going to flip through it this way, as this is being the front, just because it will be easier for filming purposes. So Priscilla image, and again it's the same papers in a repeat. So this is a book page pocket that has a top loading pocket here, a top loading pocket here, and a top loading pocket here with some Priscilla images. This is a fussy cut from the paper pack I used, and the paper pack I used was the, I believe it's the Moon Magic or Mystical, what is it? Mystic Moon from Michaels. Here is the second cluster that I did with Priscilla's image, and that says Magic. And this is a library pocket, again top loading here and then top loading here. Again, beautiful owl, but I also love the raven. Ravens and owls. Here is this image is from Priscilla's. This is from the paper pad, and this is a side tuck. This beautiful fabric edging. And what's funny is this piece came off of a costume jewelry, a Halloween costume jewelry choker from several years ago, and I found it in my things. Didn't realize I had it, but it looked really cool on this page, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you see right there, it apparently at some point got wet, so there's a little bit of a patina on it. And I just thought it looked really good and it fit the theme. Here's another one of my watercolor pockets with an image from Priscilla's kit. Top loading pocket. Pretty much all the pockets are either top loading or side loading. I guess that's really the only thing. I mean, some people do bottom loading, but I don't really do that. This is another envelope from Priscilla's kit. It says "Be You Bravely," and I did it the same way, where there's journaling space inside, but if the owner wants to, she can glue that shut. Alright, a similar pocket to the blue one from earlier. There is the side tuck here, but I actually remembered to only cut one thumb notch, so you can tell that there's a separate pocket. Oh, and here is one of my own personal handmade stamps. I use a stamp kit from Stamped and Sealed on Etsy. I'll leave a link in the description box, as well as any other digitals and ephemera that I used. Though most of this is Priscilla's, I do add a few other things to accent what Priscilla already has. So this is another one of those side loading double pockets. This part, the frame, is from Priscilla's kit. So this page is kind of funny because I tried to watercolor on it and forgot that this is just normal copy paper, except for these half pieces, which are mixed media paper. Everything in here is copy paper or lighter weight, and so it did not work. The paint did not spread, and it did not blend like I wanted to, so I was having these really big chunks of color. So I tried to cover it up with these torn pieces, and I think it actually ended up looking pretty cool. There's another one of those tarot cards from the Mystic Moon pack, and it is a side loading tuck. You can see where it kind of wrinkled the paper a bit, but I don't know, it adds that really cool crinkly sound, so hopefully she won't mind. This is one of my favorite images from the kit, that beautiful, like, almost fluorescent iridescent rose. A top loading pocket with an image from the kit and a shabby flower made out of that velvet from the spines. This one is kind of cool. It is a, well, if I can get, it is a double belly band, but what's really cool is it wraps around and is also a double belly band on this side, and it says sun, moon, and star. This was supposed to say stars, but I didn't have enough space to add this. Here is another altered CD sleeve, and what's really funny, I used images and some words from my Edith Holden book, and it says it's about the adder, and it says the food of the viper consists of frogs, and I thought it was really cool to have the frog here, and then there's the picture of the snake on the back of the flip out. Some Priscilla images. We're getting towards the end. A Priscilla cutout, a ruffle, another little top double loading library pocket, some more of my paper, and then that's the very end. And so you open it, close it all back up, and that is my April design team project for Release the Craftin. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back because there will be other things. We're getting close to the end of the school year, so that means I'm going to have more time on my hands, because even though we have been on lockdown for coronavirus, I have still had to put in my same amount of work hours, because even though the schools are closed, the learning hasn't stopped. So please continue to watch for new videos. I will be posting more. I'm planning on starting the 100-day challenge even though I'm a bit late, I'm just going to start it on the 1st instead of back at the beginning of April. And there's a couple other things that I want to do, some new series, some new projects that I'm going to work on. So please stay tuned. My Etsy shop will reopen on May the 1st, which is the same day that this will be posted. Since I'm incredibly late, I do apologize, Priscilla. I do not mean to be so late on all of my project shares. So that's all for me. And I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's staying healthy and that you're enjoying the time that you get to spend at home, relaxing and spending it with your family. I hope you're finding the silver lining to all of the craziness that's happening right now. And with much love, blessed be.